I totally messed it up. Hey guys, how's it going? I want to do a little video, I guess, just talking about Lupin in general. We'll do the good and the bad. Let's go ahead and start with the good. So the event started today, at least for me, because I live on the East Coast. So it started today, and after work, I finally got a chance to farm and actually do. I've done the dungeon 3 times. If you haven't yet done it yet, because you know you work or you haven't farmed out enough keys yet, which they're they come at a decent rate. I wouldn't say it's quick, but it's not super duper slow either. But yeah, it's 10 of the little magnifying glasses to get in, and it's basically just a giant like Titan version of Lupin, and they have like a little cutscene or whatever where you can fight them, and mainly you get a whole bunch of the Sherlock soul stones, as long as some gems and like I think 2 maybe 4 max of the Pinolo's soul stones, which I mean I thought we were getting more, but I mean it is what it is. I'm not too bent out of shape about Pinolo, and I really like the that you're able to farm out the gems for the event Astromon this way versus just having to run into it out in the open, which I mean hasn't been too hard. I've caught like 3 today, but I don't really care about Sherlock besides maybe the light one because she seems slightly interesting, but then again I don't know. But I don't really, I mean, if there was a event mon, well, exotic mon that was actually worth it, then it'd be cool. I mean, this is a nice gesture in the right way, but it is what it is, you know. I won't complain about that. But yeah, it's probably geared more towards mid-game to later game players, unfortunately, because you have to at least get I think 1 mil or so on the Titan fight to actually get the last chest, which contains the probability for the best rewards. But I think the soul stones for Sherlock and Pinolo are like guaranteed, so just farm and do it you can, and hopefully next event, if you can't do it now, next event you'll be fine with it. But yeah, that's the Lupin dungeon. I was hoping that we could capture him, you know, in game, or that they would have some type of soulstone dungeon open like they did the past weekend for Fire Lupin. But unfortunately, I woke up today and I was like, okay, it's time to get Lupin, you know, maybe he'll be like 990 gems. Then I click on this and I'm just like, oh, he is not 990 gems. It's not showing up here for some reason, but maybe if I hit it. Yeah, it's not showing up here. Oh, that is. But for me, he is I'll put it in the video, but he is $27 just for the 3 Fire Lupin. I mean, not the 3 Fire Lupins, but the 3 RGB Lupins. He's $27. So in order for me, or in order for anyone to get a Dark Lupin, you have to spend, what is it, $54 US dollars to get Lupin, and that to me is just awful. It's completely awful. I mean, getting him for 990 gems would have been a steal. And I mean, I can see why they didn't do that, but at the same time, the way that he was promoted, I figured that he'd be a little bit, you know, a little bit more fair in terms of getting it. But if I have to spend $54 just to get 1 Dark Lupin who's crit reliant, so like a guy on Reddit earlier, he spent that much and he got a Lupin with I think like 2 diamonds and a triangle, so he could still build him for crit, but he's gonna have a bad time. But I just think it's a bit ridiculous, and I'm kind of, I wouldn't say that I'm tilted about it. I'm just I guess disappointed more than anything, because I like the way Lupin looks, especially the fire and the dark one. He's like aesthetic. He is extremely aesthetic, and you know, he brought excitement, I guess. he brought me some excitement because I was like, this is the mon that I need to have as my my main mon so everyone can use it, you know. I was looking forward to getting him, but for $54 for the dark one, I'm gonna have to pass on it, you know, because I understand that 433 has to pay their bills, and I'm not dogging them because they have to pay their bills, you know. At the end of the day, the game is for not only fun, but it's for them to pay their bills, you know. They got the wife, they got the kids, the dogs, the rats, the cats, whatever. You know, I understand they have to make money, but considering that this is a mobile game, I mean, you have to draw a line here. Why would anyone, I mean, people have already done it already and they're still going to do it in the 16 days, but why would anyone pay $54 for a Dark Lupin with not even a guaranteed square on it? And not to mention that $54 of something that's not tangible, you know? If I'm spending $50 on something, it better be like food, or it better be like an oil change, or just something physical, because I can go out and buy a AAA title for $54 and even if the game server shut down, I still physically have that game. I'll always have that game. Me spending $54 to get a Dark Lupin, even if he has a square slot, I mean, I wouldn't want it to happen, but let's say 2 months from now, Monster Super League shuts down. Well, there goes my money, you know. I'm not boycotting them for selling Astromon with real money. I'm just boycotting the fact that they're selling Astromon for real money with like an outrageous value, you know. Because my philosophy with mobile games and in-game costs and anything like that, I mean, it sucks that they're there. Obviously they're there because they've worked in the past, and I mean, that's okay. But I think essentially in-game purchases should be they should be scaled back. In-game purchases should be cosmetic or help out a user do whatever, but not guarantee something. And it should be at a price that I don't have to think about it, you know. If this Lupin pack was, let's say, $5, I'll drop $10 and it get me a Dark Lupin. I didn't have to think about that. I would have already went in and put my card in and spent $10 and got a Lupin, you know. It's about pricing it to the point that people don't even think about it and they buy it, and then that's where you're gonna get your money from. But I mean, I'm not here to talk about their marketing values. I don't know. I'm just a little bit disappointed because I was really looking forward to Lupin. Not that he's extravagant or OP, but him compared to Sherlock, I mean, Sherlock's just if I can find him. Sherlock's just, you know, I don't know. I must have passed him already. But yeah. If I can find him. Yeah, look at him. Aesthetic. I mean, Dark Lupin isn't like game changing or anything. You don't need him to beat the game or anything. It's just that, I don't know, all this hype around him and he's $27. Like, really? I mean, I would love to have one, but I might have to pull him from a light and dark egg. But that's pretty much it about this video. Like I said before, I really do like the way that I do like the way that they're trying with the capture festivals to kind of make them more interactive and more immersive. And I mean, if this is just a trial run, then they're going in the right direction. But when it comes to selling the mons, they definitely need to improve with that, because I mean, I haven't spent a dime on this game yet, but if Lupin was priced right, I probably would go ahead and get him, just not for $27. So I mean, I'm not trying to complain about the game and say that, you know, oh, I'm quitting, this is bullcrap or whatever, they just want my money. They have to pay their bills, and I understand at the end of the day, because we all have to pay our bills. However, this guy won't be paying their bills with $54 for, what is it, 6-7 Astromon. I mean, yeah, but that's pretty much it. Let me know down below in the comments how you guys are doing with the event, and if you agree or disagree with what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not trying to start anything. I'm just expressing just a simple opinion. But I'll see you guys later, and as always, thanks for watching.